What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome back to another Premier League review show. Once again, like always, I'm joined with Rami, and guys, today we got our first special guest, Seba from the Pitchfork. Make sure you go check out his socials. All the links and description will be in the description, so make sure you go check him out and give him a follow as well.
How are you guys?
Guys, as you can see from the thumbnail and from the title, this is going to be a heavily focused podcast on Manchester United. Now,
If my face didn't give it away.
if his face didn't give it away, to be honest, guys, I am speechless. That was probably one of the worst performances I've seen.
No, the worst.
The worst.
And you know what? I guarantee you couldn't tell me a worst performance that you've ever seen United play ever.
I've seen a lot of bad ones, but
I don't know.
To be honest, that was one of the most gutless performances from everyone on that pitch. They showed no heart, no passion for the badge. I think that badge weighs heavy on most of their players. It was absolute shambles. I mean, all the away supporters should be reimbursed, in my opinion. Not only for the Everton game, but also for the Barcelona game. Even though we weren't meant to win that game, but the performances.
You can lose with grace.
Yeah, but look, that's right. And look, we've lost to Everton before. It's not. I'm not disappointed about the result.
We'll do it again.
I'm not. Yeah, well, look, we've lost to worse Everton sides with worse Man United squads, but they should be all the away supporters should be reimbursed, and not from the club's money. It should be taken out of the players' wages.
I reckon just Ashley Young's, man.
No, well, look, all of them. Yeah, look, you know me. I've got a big agenda on Ashley Young. He didn't start that game, and deservedly after that performance.
Absolutely.
Against Barcelona.
Yeah.
But guys, I am like, we tried to do this podcast a day later, so we don't do it on the same day. I thought our emotions will calm down a little bit, but
No.
I can't wash this one off, to be honest. Before we touch on what the problems are, or what's the downfall of the last almost 2 months, let's talk about the game. Who wants to kick it off? I mean, 4-0 away to Everton.
Look, complete domination. We deserve to lose, for sure. As you can see from the stats, I'm sure we'll have on the screen, 8 shots on target to 1. That's embarrassing in itself.
Tame shot on
Yeah. I think, how many minutes did it take us to have our first shot?
85th.
Shot on target.
50.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 85th minute.
85th minute, our first shot on
From
target
outside
against
the box,
Everton.
25 yards out. So.
You know what I mean? Against Everton. So, man, 4-0. You've just had teams lose points. Tottenham just lost to Liverpool. We had
To City.
Sorry. Then we had Chelsea about to play the day after us. All these teams are potential top 4, and then we go to that. We deserve to lose.
I mean, we had to bounce back. We lost to Barcelona out of the Champions League. Pretty much had nothing. This is the second 2 years in a row we're going trophyless.
I think it's more than bouncing back from Barcelona, because you do lose to Barca, that's fair, but we've had so many losses, not even just draws, just losing games consistently. And it was more about that, more so than the 3 points that we needed.
We lost to Wolves in the FA Cup. Then we had a chance to redeem ourselves. We versed them in the Premier League, was it a week later or so?
Yeah, after the international
Got
break.
done again. We got done again, 2-1. Then I think we beat Watford just. Who did we beat after that? There was another game that we won, I think. And then we beat West Ham. And West Ham played like they were Barcelona, outran us the whole game. And
Two
again,
penalties.
Yeah, 2 penalties. Regardless if you think they were penalties or not, we get the 3 points luckily, and then we go up against Everton, and Everton outruns us by 8 kilometers. We talk about this work rate and all that. Everton.
Well, Everton, they came as a team and they attacked us as a team, and it felt like a team of 11 men playing against 11 individual boys, to be honest.
Yeah.
There was no communication, there was no even look like respect among each other to work for each other and win together as a team, which I haven't seen from the boys since probably Paris.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that was the last time. For
and
sure.
like, look, since that day it's gone downhill. What do you guys think is the problem? We spoke about how when Mourinho was here, that look, I backed Mourinho. I didn't want to get on. I never said Mourinho out, but he did add to the fire. let's not get that wrong. He did add to the fire. But do we see now, after this honeymoon period that you were speaking about before, we went 11 games without a without a loss or whatever. Nine away games we won in a row.
Unbelievable.
And then now it feels like this whole player power has come back.
But how do you just drop after playing and everyone thought like it was Fergie days, yeah? Again, that's everyone felt like that. I felt like
it's not that it felt. It was like that. It was like that.
And I felt like that ever since Ferguson retired. That's what I felt like. And now it's how does it just flip and change out of nowhere? It's weird, yeah. Now everyone speaks back. Everyone Mourinho's there to the owner. Now everyone blames the owner and the owner again. Now is the key issue the owner? Is it we're going to go back to, or what are we going to go? Is the fact that the players are just there to get their paycheck and leave, or what is it?
Well, look, the fact is, we blamed Moyes. We got rid of him. We blamed Van Gaal, yeah? We blamed Mourinho. Do we blame Ole now? Or is it obviously that the board need to have a good look at themselves and say, hang on, maybe the signings we're making are not good enough. And now, I know everyone got on Mourinho's back, but when he came out and said last season that coming second in the Premier League with this Manchester United team is one of his biggest achievements, we all laughed. Yeah. We all laughed. But who's laughing now? Because he was 100% right. We always bagged him out about, oh, why is he playing this player in this position? Why is Fellaini starting? Because he didn't trust the players that he had. And it's obvious that some of these players, they're not good enough. Not only are they not good enough for Manchester United, some of them are not even good enough for the Premier League.
Correct.
Like we're saying, same backline since when, Rami? When we got knocked out to, what was it?
Basel 2011.
The same backline.
Played against Barcelona.
Besides Lindelof, which is playing out of position. He's our best centre back, and he's playing out on the right.
He played Jones, Smalling, and Young. Couldn't believe it. But and you saw, you know what kills it for me? You saw the response from all the players after the game. Yeah, you saw Pogba came out and said, we have to give everything in order to show a performance like we did last year when we came back and beat Man City at Etihad. You see the likes of Mata blogging stuff, De Gea blogging stuff. Ashley Young has the balls to come out and talk. I don't know how, he probably feels like, see, I don't play, you guys was 4-0.
Captain.
What did he say?
Ashley Young
is ready for the derby.
Yeah.
Look, do you know what?
So are we.
At the same time, they can say whatever the fuck they want.
100%.
But actions speak louder than words. I've heard all this before.
That's it.
I've heard it.
The only thing they're getting right is the sound bites that they're saying. Nothing more than that. See, Pogba, we have to be ready. You had to be ready at the start of the season.
Yeah.
There's
no wrong time.
What are you doing in between now and then?
You always got to be
Your
ready.
job is to be ready for these things, and you're not doing that. And I'm not saying it's even Pogba's fault, but like even Solskjaer, he's saying the right things, the things that Mourinho wasn't saying.
But in a better way, kind of thing.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. But it's just not showing. It's not translating into what matters the most, which is how they're playing football.
Look, we've heard, like I said, we've heard it all before. We've heard that, we're sorry for this. We saw it last season when we lost 4-0 to Chelsea, and our players like Ibrahimovic was joking around, or the season before, joking around. We were swapping jerseys. Here we have Pogba doing stupid handshakes with Kurt Zouma. Like, you got slapped 4-0. Like, when is this apologies? Like, we've seen it all before.
That's right.
It's not about saying sorry to the fans. You can say, like Solskjaer, and I feel sorry for him because he's the one after the game that had to go apologise to the fans. Where are the players to go up to the fans and say, look guys, we're accountable for what's been happening in the last couple of months?
I think Pogba did apologise to the fans.
I think they all did. I think they all went over. But what does it do?
You know what?
Don't apologise to words, apologise to performance.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying go halfway or walk towards them and start clapping. Go right up to the gate. Go right up to the fence and apologise.
Yeah.
We've seen. There's been a few times with Arsenal in the previous season where the same thing. They're shit performances, and only a few players go up to the fans and actually apologise.
That's right.
It's and
especially travelling fans.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got taken a weekend away to watch them do what they do.
Especially on Easter, everyone's leaving.
Correct.
Leaving family things aside to go watch Man United, and you do that. Like,
look. There's a big thing that I keep talking about every week when it comes to Man United. Our major problem in the team is, I guarantee you guys couldn't name one leader in the squad. There's no leader in the squad. Yeah. There's not the fact that Young has been given captaincy, he's off. De Gea's captaincy, but the experience.
You can't.
But this is the thing: is there a single leader in the whole team?
I think there is personally. I I do think Paul Pogba can be that leader, but he's not showing it.
Yeah, but he's too busy with his fancy handshakes and his hairstyles. He can't be that.
I don't mind Paul Pogba with his hairstyles, because that's him. We knew that when he was at Man United the first time.
Yeah, that's alright.
We knew that's the Paul Pogba, right? But the thing is, where's that Paul Pogba that we saw in the dressing room for that final against Croatia?
Correct. Yeah.
Where's that Paul Pogba?
Listen, the thing is, when people hang on to Pogba is a leader, but when his body language is frustration and this isn't working out, everyone's gonna soak up that energy because they want to work for Paul, and if Paul's not feeling up for it, then they're not either.
First name, he's his mate.
Yeah, Paul.
One of the boys.
Paul, one of the boys. But you're 100% right.
But look, I have to compare him to the likes of Vidic and Roy Keane. And
there's no one.
You know what I mean?
There's no one.
If he did something wrong, everyone looked at Roy Keane like, bro, don't hit me, or even Vidic used to blow his head off, and you know what I mean? You look at other clubs. Other clubs have that. We don't.
Keane grabbed Ronaldo, who's now the best player, one of the best in the world, grabbed him and said, "Hey, stop with your step overs."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here, there's no one to. Who's gonna listen to Ashley Young?
No, he's not leading with how he plays.
But if he goes to talk, another bird will shit in his mouth.
No, Valencia was our captain. Valencia was our captain for like.
Couldn't speak English.
Can't speak English.
Yeah.
So you're right with the whole leadership thing. We don't have any leaders.
And this is the thing. Rio Ferdinand came out and said it perfectly. He goes, play for the name in the front, the badge in the front, so then remember the name in the back. Yeah. A lot of fans now, a lot of players getting their paychecks. You know, worrying about their name on their back, worrying about the image, worrying about this stuff. It's not there anymore, man. And you've got players like Rashford asking for a 300k salary but you're missing in front of goals against Barca, like right in front of goals, like
not even against Barca,
against anyone. Watford, like
there's no urgency from the start to finish. That's what they're all lacking. Is they against Barcelona, for
this is where you got to bring in the youth.
Yeah, but okay, where do you think it just changed? Because we did see that flair. We did see.
I think
Martial, the combinations that did play when Ole came in, were scoring 4-5 goals a game, 3-0s, 2. You know, like we're just banging in goals. At what point now?
I think that it got old. They were stimulated when Solskjaer was brought in. I guess they felt that they were heard what they wanted because obviously Mourinho wasn't doing it for them.
And Mourinho left as well. Yeah.
So he left. Solskjaer came in, a guy with the identity with the club, understands everything. The players really. They respected it and were excited by it, but maybe time's gone by and then that stimulation, like I said, they're all young players. Maybe they got short, like attention spans in a way. So that dies out like that, their performances.
Look, to be honest, I think it started changing now I don't know if it's Solskjaer or I don't know if it's the club, when they start handing out contracts, a 4-year contract to Phil Jones, where he can't stay fit for 3 weeks at a time. We're giving contracts to Ashley Young. All these stupid contracts they're signing, and then we got David De Gea, contracts running out. Paul Pogba wants to leave. Martial signed the contract and now he's gone to shit. We got all these players. Mata, no idea what's happening. Apparently they're going to give him a 1-year contract. Herrera, they're not even bothering. He's already signed apparently a pre-contract with PSG. Now is it? To me, that's what it sounds like. All these contract talks. Like, let's just say if I'm Paul Pogba and I'm like, bro, this guy's getting that much money. Where's mine? Who's Phil Jones to get a 4-year contract, get a pay rise? Yeah. What about me?
It's a lack of respect for the players.
We saw obviously Sanchez has screwed up the whole payment thing. Now there's rumours he's on 350, 400, 500. Who knows what the actual thing is? But if Sanchez is on the bench doing nothing, hardly been playing as well, and when he does play, doesn't perform. What do you think Pogba's going to want to sign? He's going to want, and of course it's all about the agents now. They're trying to get the best deal, not just for the player, for themselves as well.
That's right.
De Gea, his head's already in Juve. He's at PSG. He's got contract offers now everywhere. He's demanding
Lukaku as well.
He's demanding 400k.
I don't think De Gea's a worry with that stuff because that's been his whole career with us. Pretty much
every year.
Every year it's him on the verge of signing.
Yeah, okay, but that's fine.
So I think that doesn't change.
My point is, do you think it could be this whole signing with stupid contracts for these players that shouldn't even be at our club anymore? And all these players that actually look, money obviously is a big part. Definitely has played a big part. Like you said, 300k for Rashford.
No, it's too much.
These things are now just getting overboard with this whole payment and the whole payment power sort of thing. Solskjaer's come out and said in one of his statements that he said he's going to be successful at Manchester United.
He's going to be, yes.
And some of the players are going to be here and some of them aren't.
Yeah, they're not.
Some of them are.
Well, listen, we need that real talk. We need someone to be honest and not shielding the public away from what's going on, because the public make up stories on their own. That only makes it worse. So him saying that to me is a good thing. I think he's determined, and I think he knows what's what.
He's got to be ruthless.
That's right. He has to.
My point. He's got to be ruthless.
Ferguson wasn't talking with pillows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was probably worse than all of them. And of all the managers that we've had, like everyone thinks, oh, Ferguson was this. Ferguson in the change room, he was a different animal. Like you don't see that when he's on the bench and in press conferences.
No.
And Solskjaer's the same thing. He's come out and said that, mate, some of you are going to be here.
You got to add that fear to the players. Yeah, the fear of I don't want to fail. I fail. I'm not playing. I fail. I'm gone.
Like you said about Roy Keane, they want to look at. They need to look at the manager and be scared of not doing what they have to do.
Now this is the problem right now. But let's say we want to sign players. Let's say I don't know. Let's say Son hypothetically from Tottenham. Would you leave Tottenham right now to join Man United? Now again, the money, but don't talk about history. Right now, as a team, would you actually leave Tottenham to play for Man United?
Look, to be honest, you probably would, because just we've seen it before. We went to Europa League, we signed Pogba and Ibrahimovic just because it's Manchester United.
Yeah.
The thing is now, if we don't make top 4 and we go into Europa League, that's when I think we're in trouble signing marquee players.
Yeah.
Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I think that we should forget about these Galactico signings. Solskjaer should kill this 100 million for Bale or this person because he's a big name. We got to get players that we need. Tell me any player since Ferguson left that we've signed that's an actual Manchester United player besides Pogba and Ibrahimovic.
I'd say Mata, because he's lasted. He's been not consistent like where he's scoring, but you can see him.
Try name your player that's come in and said this player is a Man United player. Maybe
Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to me is a Man United player.
I think so.
That's one.
Our best left back since ever.
You could say, I reckon Schweinsteiger, but a couple years too late.
Yeah, a couple years too late.
You could say he's a United player, a couple years too late. But really, look at the signings we've made.
They
just don't fit. They don't make sense.
With consistency, some of the players that we have now could definitely be that. But the consistency
100%.
hasn't been there, so the question has to be asked.
I think this is where Solskjaer needs to really do what he does best, and a part of being a part of the club and dip into the youth system. I think this is now we've got to do this again, like Ferguson did back in the days, and really get into the youth system again.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think it has to.
That's why for the derby, like I was saying to you off camera, the whole front three should be changed. Lukaku, Martial, Rashford, hook them. Whether they're even on the bench or not, doesn't bother me. Getting Chong, getting Gomez, getting Greenwood. Greenwood has played 28 games and scored 29 goals.
Yeah.
That but free not kick against the Manchester City.
Do you know what?
17 years old.
It does not matter. Give him the ball and he knows how to score. These players are buckling in front of goal.
Yeah.
Martial, beats 1-2 player in front of goal, puts it wide, not even on target.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Solskjaer's got to make a statement. Like it's gone from bad to shit in my opinion. What did Gattuso say in that interview?
Sometimes very good, sometimes very shit.
Yeah. But like, all right, look. Before we wrap it up, if you guys were Solskjaer, and you had five signings to bring in, five to get rid of, who would it be?
Young, Jones straight away. Sanchez 100%.
Is it because of the quality or is the wage bill?
Sanchez hasn't done anything for the club.
Do you think if, like you were saying with
both, for sure, both, yeah.
Both reasons, you reckon?
Yeah, both reasons for sure.
No, that makes sense.
But definitely Young and Jones first too. I'd then go, of course, like I said, Sanchez.
There's a lot of dead wood.
Lingard to me, everyone keeps talking about he's from the youth system, but he's 27 years old. He's not a kid anymore.
That's right.
He's not a kid anymore, man. 27 is, I get it. He's good.
To Mbappe.
You say he's a good squad rotation player. I get it.
You're not gonna get that energy. Look, we saw it with Park Jae-sung.
Look, I love the guy. His personality is brilliant. His character, but I'd get rid of him. That's me.
Yeah, but you gotta look at some of the other players. Go on.
And then my next one, I'd have to say, unfortunately, as much as I've loved him in the past, would have to be Mata. I think Mata's time is up now.
The quality's not there, or just doesn't fit the system?
It doesn't fit the system, doesn't fit the team, doesn't fit the style of football that we look for. Look, don't get me wrong, finesse-wise, best touch in the team, but it's just not there anymore. No strength, no defensive work rate, no work rate to get back. That's my five. It has to be.
Going the same route. Who's your inside? I know you.
Definitely, I'm a Mata lover.
Mata fanboy.
I love Mata too, man. But
I think that if we're talking rotation, he's the perfect guy because he doesn't have an ego where he seems he should be in the team every week. Which means it's not gonna that too. So he's not demanding too much, and we do need those players that aren't going to play every week.
Yeah.
Because if you have a squad of 20, people who think should be starting every week, you're only going to have problems. And that's where all these stories come from. I would keep Mata. I would get rid of Young. I think he's done. You know, he has nothing to offer us anymore.
I want to cry on it.
The rest of the back line almost, you know, like Jones, Smalling. I'm not a big fan of Smalling.
Yeah.
I think we need to sign players to replace them. I think Dallo is worthy of starting as right back. I think we got that covered. We got Darmian, who doesn't get used, but I think is definitely good enough to be a rotation player, right? We need to sign someone like Rafael Varane or Jose Maria Jimenez, someone who's confident in what they do at the back and can talk to the rest of the boys, keep them settled. And I think from there, the rest of our troubles kind of not go away, but they ease, because with a good back line, you have more confidence up front.
Would we get some of your suggestions are spot on. I disagree with Lingard.
Yeah, I know.
Because if you look at what he's done in the past few years, even this season, he scored in FA Cup finals in a lot of
critical
games.
moments.
Critical moments has been there.
And
this
always
season,
bombs as well.
he scored against Arsenal. He scored against Liverpool. He scored in some big games for us. I think a great rotation player.
Good off the bench because he brings the energy.
Yeah, he does bring the energy, and he's the only one. And I'll always kind of bring it back to when I went to watch the derby, last season was it? When I went to watch the derby, it was him and Rashford that were giving everything, because I think they understand what that derby meant.
That's right.
So in games like that, you could use Lingard.
Because they're from the youth system again. But
the thing is, if we don't make Champions League, I don't think we're getting Rafael Varane. I don't think. Maybe Koulibaly is a good shout. Apparently, there's like strong rumours that he's.
I'll get Fernandes, man, like you said.
Yeah, but again,
brilliant.
would you leave Atletico to come to United when you're playing Europa League? That's what it is. I think some of the realistic signings is we must get Wan-Bissaka. We must sort out the right back position. Wan-Bissaka is a must. You throw the money, 40 million, 45, you get Wan-Bissaka in. Tony Alderweireld is another player. He can sit alongside Koulibaly, one of your two, Varane. Yeah, I think Varane's a great option as well.
Yep.
But then going forward, look, I do think we have the players to go forward, but maybe a right winger.
Yep.
I don't. Maybe do we need us like a player like Sancho?
Leroy Sané.
I know Sancho.
Sané's
Send us Sané,
Sané.
mate. Join this one.
Yeah,
I think apparently he's not happy. Apparently he's not happy. But look, I do think there's a lot of talks with Sancho. Now
I wouldn't be happy with Sancho.
I'm a bit 50-50 because he has scored a lot of goals for Dortmund.
Yep.
But at the same time,
it'll be another signing like we've seen in the past.
But you know what? I don't think so. I don't think it'll be another signing like the past. But the thing is, you don't want to spend 100 million and jump the gun on a young player.
Yeah, it's too much of a risk. That's
but
the
like
thing is, we don't. Price.
But we don't know. Like no one watches his fuck ups.
Yeah, exactly.
All we see is the goals.
Yeah,
he scored 11 goals, 11 assists, Bundesliga player, the young player of the year, blah blah blah. But then when you see his mistakes or his possession is lost, so you don't know. Look, that could be a bit of a gamble, but you never know.
We won't even know if when the chips are down for us,
is he going to step up?
Is he going to step up? And I think he's just too young for that. And to be spending even 80 million on this kid, it's just not. It's not money that we need to spend.
Yeah. And like you said before, bringing the youth here, we have the Chong, Greenwood.
Play them out wide.
Come on,
play them out wide.
These players can rotate, but I think the money has to be spent wisely. We can't just spend it on these stupid Galactico
and not
players.
Who's hot right now either.
Don't go for that.
Too much of that going on.
No, don't go for that for sure not.
Yeah. We need to assess these players not week by week as we tend to do and the world tends to do, but let's look at it season by season, you know, and that is when you get your true understanding of who these players are. Absolutely. Because you come and go, these forms come and go.
Well, apparently now Mike Phelan, there's paper talk that he's going to be technical director.
Yeah.
So someone that knows football, someone that's going to be making the footballing decisions. It's not going to be Ed Woodward. That's going to be like, 100 million here, here's your money for this player. Because and this is what Mourinho was saying last year. He wanted Alderweireld for like 30 million, was it? Because he was down on his contract.
Yep.
But they were saying no, don't get him, get Rafael Varane for 100 million. Like, it doesn't make sense. And then that game, after that, we saw the transfer window closed and we got slapped 3-0 to Tottenham at home, and Alderweireld was probably like one of the best players in the field. So I think you guys are right, man. We need these players need to be assessed and say who's the right fit, not who's the big name, who is the right fit for these positions.
Now, question before we come close to wrapping it up, would you and again, we didn't take advantage of the games where we just had to make top 4. Would you be happy with United losing to City as long as Liverpool they win the league? Or, I mean, it's a mixed emotion one, yeah?
Look,
I mean...
What I want to see, we spoke about it last week, oh, should we give the game away? City are going to roll us over.
Oh, they're going to roll us over no matter what, they're the better team.
They're going to get the points anyways.
But would you be...
I want to see a good performance. I want to see some of the young players jump in. I want to see Solskjaer make a statement, bring in the youth, not the whole squad. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting with the whole front three.
Yeah.
But maybe you can have a Sanchez with Chong and Greenwood to start.
Yeah. I would not start Sanchez against City.
Well, you look. Yeah. He hasn't been playing. When he came on against Barcelona, he looked.
It takes one game to change your whole.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
But who knows?
And we all know Sanchez has that potential. We've seen that at Barcelona. We've seen it at Arsenal. We haven't seen that at United. I haven't seen it.
I don't know if it's that number 7 curse. That number just weighs heavy. It just
since Ronaldo, no one's done it. No one's done it since Ronaldo.
I don't know, Valencia.
But yeah, look.
Yeah, and then he went back to 25.
So yeah,
but seriously, but if you had the option, would you make top 4?
Your question,
over Liverpool winning the league, or what would you do? Liverpool
we can't concern ourselves and be like every other club and every other supporter where we hate about Liverpool, for instance, and worry about they're gonna win this if we don't. No, we gotta do what we have to do to make sure we're in the best position, which is top 4. You're not gonna sit a whole season for Europa League, like I said, miss out on signings that we need to change our club forever. Yeah. Just. You know, like if Liverpool win the title, they win the title. You know, it sucks. It sucks.
I've just enjoyed. Never seeing Liverpool in the league in all my lifetime.
And,
plus, if they win it a week before Butch gets married.
Fantastic.
In case you don't know that.
Just remind me that again. But, on your point, and you're spot on. Then they asked Virgil van Dijk. They said, "Are you relying on Manchester United to do you guys a favour?" And he said he's spot on. He said United need to do themselves a favour.
100%.
Not doing us a favour. They need to do themselves a favour. But look, as a player, if I was a Man United player, I'm out there to win.
You can't lose that.
There's no way. But as a fan, and like you were saying, everything, I'll suffer Europa League for one more year just so Liverpool don't win nothing.
Yeah, I'll take Europa.
And that would mean Liverpool, with all the hype and how good they are, and Jurgen Klopp, there'll be 2 years or 3 years without a trophy again. So, this whole hype about them, you never know. I'd rather
give me Europa League, man. Give me Europa League. We can win it. We can do both. But
I'd rather see Liverpool win Champions League than Premier League.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they're better. I think they'll beat Barcelona too. To be honest, I don't think Barcelona are that great.
Well, I think they were pretty phenomenal against United.
That's because we made them.
Was on song. Yeah, it was a bit of both.
You never know. Liverpool.
I agree with you. Win Champions League, go for it.
Have your 6, say you can sing 6
do these ones, but do this for Premier League. It's fine. I'm happy.
Before we go, this is the last one. Obviously, the PFA Player of the Year, I think nominees have been announced, and I think we had Van Dijk, Sterling, Aguero, Bernardo Silva, and there was one more, Hazard. Who's your pick?
I think individually, Hazard was phenomenal this season. He deserves a lot of credit, if not the title itself. But I think it'll be decided when the season finishes. There's the biggest games still to play, in which this should be decided on. You know, not it's too soon to say for me. But I'd say if it's just a purely individual award, I'd say Hazard.
Look, I'm gonna probably go complete opposite. I reckon Hazard had an off season, but the whole team had an off season, so it's a bit hard for me to say.
Hazard's off, Chelsea's off.
They're off, yeah. So I reckon for me, it's definitely between Sterling and Van Dijk, 100%.
Sterling's been good.
Sterling, like I said last week, best English player in the world right now. But again, if City win the league, Sterling takes it. If Liverpool win the league, definitely Van Dijk takes full credit, man. But if you had to pick one right now, I'm going with Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Sterling as well. The way he's been attacked by the media and the way he stepped up. I know it's a Premier League award, but the way he stepped up in the Champions League and for England as well. He's been killing it this season, and I think maybe if he doesn't get that award and Van Dijk takes it, I'm not disagreeing. Van Dijk has been excellent.
Either one of them.
He's hands down the best defender in the world at the moment. If Sterling doesn't win it, he should get the young player because he's in the nominees for that as well. So either way, Sterling's. Harry Kane got the young player last year, and he's like, what, 50?
Sterling's been playing Premier League since he was 16.
Yeah, that's a joke. He's definitely crossed that threshold of becoming a top tier player. We saw before he was missing a lot of chances. Now he's putting.
Oh, look, under Guardiola,
creating.
Under Guardiola, something else.
During when Liverpool fans said he was shit.
Yeah, that's right. Under Guardiola right now, he's a freak. He's a freak.
When they sold him.
But yeah, so guys,
they were happy when they sold him.
Once again, thanks for watching. Guys, get all the comments below. Yeah, let us know what you guys think about Man United. Are they making top 4? I mean, with some of the fixtures they got coming up, City and Chelsea back to back at home, it is going to be a bit difficult. But yeah, look, Premier League's nearly over, boys, and
who's making top 4?
Who's making the top 4?
Who's
Who's
winning
going to
the
win the league?
league?
Who's going to win the
So
league?
much to play for.
Once again, guys, yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the new YouTube algorithm. Makes it harder for our channel to be monetized and all our videos to be featured. So we just appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell as well, so you can get all the notifications when they come up, all the videos come up. Also, don't forget to check out the Pitchfork for make some great Man United photos, content, yeah. And yeah, and Rami, forget about him. He supports Liverpool. Obviously, he wants Van Dijk to get all the trophies. And
Nah.
Nah.
Borch is getting married a week after Liverpool in the league. That's how much he loves
cut
him.
that out. I'm gonna cut that
He's
out.
not going to survive it until then if that happens.
Guys, thanks again for watching. Yeah.
Thanks so
See you
much,
next week.
guys.